Hi everyone. So welcome, we're going to do a 20-minute gentle stretch yoga practice today. And all you need is your mat and a cushion if you wish. Okay, so let's begin. So bring yourself all the way down onto the mat. Feet mat hip distance apart. And just exhaling as you go down one vertebrae at a time. And we begin in corpse pose, Shavasana. And just having the feet mat distance apart. The right hand out to the side, palm facing up. And the left out to the left side, palm facing up. And just gently tucking the chin in slightly. And here we're going to take 3 slow breaths as we inhale through the nose, filling up the belly, and exhale through the mouth. So repeat that 2 more times. Really filling up that belly space. Release and letting go through the mouth. And just let go of the breath now. Letting it come back to its natural rhythm. And just tune into how the body is feeling here today. Feeling the ground support beneath the body. Just observe where all the points of where the body touches the mat. The back of the heels, the calves, the hips and glutes, the middle back, your shoulders, the backs of your hands, the back of your head. I'm just taking a moment here as we ground down into this present moment. And then gently bringing both feet in to meet each other. And bringing the feet onto the mat. So both feet are on the mat, about hip distance apart. Now we're going to inhale, bring the right knee in towards the chest. And just grab it gently at the front if you can. And just direct it towards the chest. Keeping the chin slightly tucked. And as you exhale, extend the leg out long. Inhale, bring the leg back in towards the chest. So we're just going to bring in some gentle movement into the hips. Warming up the joints, exhaling as you extend out long, and inhaling as you bring it back towards the chest. So continue that movement. You can keep your hands rested on your hips or your hands placed on the ground. So as if you're cycling a bike. So pedaling the bike with the right leg. Inhale in. Exhale out, and just feel into how that hip is feeling today. And then the next time you bring the knee in towards the chest, hold it there. And let's begin to make some small circles with the knee against the ceiling. And we're going to begin in an anti-clockwise direction. So like you're making circles, the knee against the ceiling, gently bringing around the circles as you begin to make them a little bit bigger. Again, just feel into how that hip is. And then go in the opposite direction. And then bring it hip back towards the chest. As you exhale, rest down the right foot. Inhale, bring the left knee towards the chest this time and just hold there for a moment. And we're going to repeat the same on this side. So like we did on the right side, we're going to pedal out the left leg. So on your next exhale, you can just extend the leg out long. Inhale back towards the chest. And again, you can rest the hands down by your side or onto your hips, wherever is most comfortable for you. And just tune into how this left hip is feeling today. As we bring that gentle movement into the joint, warming it up. Exhale out long. Inhale back towards the chest. And then the next time that you bring your knee back in towards your chest, hold it in there. And this time we're going to begin in clockwise directions, making circles. So you can place your left hand on your left knee, creating circles with your knee, drawing circles on the ceiling. Bringing that movement down into the hip joint. Moving slowly and mindfully, keeping your right hip on the mat, and gently go in the opposite direction. And then you can bring that knee back in towards the chest, hold it there. Bring the right knee in also and give yourself a gentle hug here. We're going to hold here for 3 breaths. Filling up the belly on the inhale, and as you exhale, just gently bring the knees a little bit closer to the chest as you make that space. Inhale, filling up the belly. And exhale, relaxing that belly back towards the spine. And keeping your right knee in towards your chest, you're going to extend the left leg out long. And from here, we're going to come into a gentle core twist. So you can place your left hand on the right knee, and on your next exhale, gently direct it over towards the left side. Resting the right foot on the inside of the left knee. You can have your left hand on the outside of the right knee. And exhale, extending the right arm out to the right side. And your gaze is looking towards the right side, your right hand. And we're going to take 3 breaths on each side. So bring that breath down into the belly space. And exhale, just see if you can soften that right shoulder a little bit closer to the ground. Bring that gentle core twist into the belly space, supporting digestive system. And then to come out of this side, we're going to inhale, bring our head back to center first. Roll back onto your back. Bring the right knee in towards your chest, the left knee in. Give a gentle hug here. And on the next exhale, you can extend the right leg out long. So we're going to repeat the same on this side. So you can grab the left knee with the right hand. And on your next exhale, you can direct that left knee over to the right side. And then bring the left arm out towards the left side with your gaze towards your left hand this time. Gently resting the left foot on the inside of the right knee. If that's comfortable, just go to wherever's comfortable for you. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Bringing the breath down into the belly space, filling it up. And exhaling, releasing any tension, any tightness. Relaxing that left shoulder down. continue one more breath here on this side. And then to come out, we're going to inhale, bring our head back to center first. Roll back onto your back. Bring the left knee in, the right knee in, and give yourself a gentle hug. And if it's comfortable, just gently roll over onto the right side and support yourself up, where we're going to meet up in tabletop. So in tabletop, we're going to have our shoulders stacked over our wrist, and we're going to have the hips stacked over the knees. And we're about hip distance apart with the knees, okay? So fingers spread wide, pushing down to the palms and pulling the mat apart with your palms, feeling the activation in the shoulders. Push down into the tops of your toes. And we're going to go for some cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, drop the belly, look forward. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone around the back, chin to chest, and push through the hands with cat. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, push through cat. So let's go for 5 rounds. Inhaling as we look up. And then exhale, push out through cat. You can close down the eyelids while you're doing this, keeping the awareness in. And then one last time, and then we'll exhale back to tabletop. So this time we're going to tuck the toes. So tuck all the toes in. Make sure to get the baby toe in there as well. And we're going to bring our palms a handprint forward. Fingers spread wide. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, lean to the left. Come forward through center, and then exhale, sit back onto the heels. Just for a moment as we begin to inhale again up through the left side, through center, exhale, sit back on the heels. So that's the movement. Match your breath with the movement. Inhaling as we come up, and exhaling as we sit back. So move at your own pace, move at your own breath. As you come forward, feel that activation in the hands and the arms. And as you sit back on the heels, feel that gentle stretch in the toes, pushing through the hands. Feel that stretch into the shoulders. And the next time you sit back on your heels, pause there for a moment and we'll take a breath. And this time we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to inhale, come up on the right side. And then exhale, we're going to sit back. So continue that movement. And just tune into how the wrists are feeling, the shoulders, the hips. Really good, gentle warm up for all the joints. And then the next time you sit back onto your heels, let's hold there for a moment. Taking a breath, filling up the belly. Exhaling. And then come back up to tabletop. So untuck the toes, tap out the top of the feet, shake out the wrist, and we can gently come back into tabletop position again. So from here we're going to come up into downward dog. We're going to come up slowly into downward dog. Okay, so fingers spread wide, tuck the toes. And as we inhale, we're going to push through the palms, lifting the knees, hips up, looking towards our shins. So really slowly come up, and we'll begin to bend and pedal out the feet. Okay, bending the opposite knee, straightening one leg, bending the opposite. So go with this motion for a few breaths, pushing through the palms. Give a good generous bend into the knees. Feel the stretch in the toes. And then hold one leg straight and the generous bend in the opposite. Doesn't matter which one it is now. And just feel that lovely stretch in the back of the leg that's straightened. Feel the stretch in the calf, the hamstrings. Take a breath here. And then change to the opposite side. And we'll hold here for a few breaths. And then we'll straighten both legs. So give a generous bend into the knees if there's any tight hamstrings or lower back issues. And give it as generous as needs be, okay? And take an inhale. And as you exhale, gently walk to the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart. And we're going to stay in full forward fold. So you can bring your hands to the mat, or you can grab opposite elbow, whichever is comfortable. And just really let the upper body relax out of the hips, relaxing the shoulders, the neck, the head. And just feel that lovely stretch in the back of the legs, the hamstrings. And have a generous bend in the knees here. And then we're going to inhale, come up, arms up. And then exhale, hands down through centre. And then hands down to the side. So it's going to do a gentle flow. So we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. And then we're going to inhale, bring the right foot back. Drop the right knee, the back foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Tuck the back foot. And we bring the left foot back into downward dog. Hold. And then we're going to walk forward to the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart. Relax out in full forward fold, and then inhale, come back up. And then down to centre with the palms, down to the side. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold. This time bring the left foot back. Drop the left knee. Untuck the back foot. Ground down. And then we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold. Tuck the back foot. And then bring the right foot back to downward dog. Hold here, giving a generous bend into the knees, pushing through the palms, feel that stretch into the shoulders, looking towards your shins. Hold here. And on your next exhale, gently bring the knees down. Knees together, heels together, sit back onto the heels, hands out straight, bring the forehead to the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach, you can stack your fist. Take a few breaths here. Bring the breath down into the belly space, relaxing the shoulders on the exhale. And then gently come back up. Swing your legs around to the front. And here bring the flesh from underneath the bum. So we're sitting on the sit bones. Bring the legs together. Gently flex the toes, the feet. If you have any tight hamstrings or lower back issues, give a good generous bend into the knees. And we're going to inhale, come up, and exhale, coming out from the hips, directing the chest towards the shins, and just rest the hands wherever they've come, whether it's the knees, the shins, the toes, or the mat, and just gently hold here. And we'll take 3 breaths. Bring the breath down into the belly, and on the exhale, feel that belly retract back towards the spine, making that space for the exhale, for the fold. Feel the stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And then gently come back up. And then we're going to come back down into Shavasana, relaxation. Gently exhale 1 vertebrae down at a time. Bring the right foot out to the side, the left foot out. And then bringing palms facing up and the hands out to the side. Gently tuck your chin in slightly. And here we'll take 3 breaths. Inhaling through the nose, filling up the belly space, and exhaling through the mouth, releasing any tension, any tightness. Inhaling peace, relaxation. Exhaling, letting go. Just letting the energy settle into the body. And from here, bringing both feet together. And bringing hands into the side. And bringing both feet onto the mat. Bringing one knee in towards the chest, the other knee. And just give it a gentle squeeze here. And when you're ready, and if it's comfortable, gently roll over to the right side. And we'll meet up into a seated position. And that's our 20-minute of gentle stretch yoga practice for today. So thanks very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the practice. Let me know how you got on in the comments. Namaste.